How y'all doing out there? As DMC or Run DMC would say. Oh yeah. Hey, check it out, y'all. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I have a T Rodgers profile, a bio on T Rodgers on the Blue Channel coming up in an hour, right after we finish this live right here. And it's still on this weekend, y'all. It's still on, you know what I'm saying? For all the real Mac kids and the real maniacs. We will be meeting and greeting, drinking and eating, if you bring enough money to drink or eat. And Jay Ship, what's up? But yeah, man, everything's still on schedule. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. And I know Kenya Ware is gonna be there. I know Shaniqua's gonna be there. Young Tiny, what up? And I don't know, maybe Corrupt, CJ Mack, some of those guys will be there. Crystal, what's up, Crystal? Jeff Ford. Jeff Ford, what a name. What a name. So yeah, so I'll sit here with you guys until the premiere jumps off in an hour on the Blue Channel. You know, a few people have been asking me to do something on T. Rodgers for quite some time now. Probably close, almost close to 2 years now. A year and a half, 2 years, and it's here. So I just did a little something on T. Rodgers, man. A very interesting guy right there. May his soul and his body rest in peace. Shout out to T. Rodgers and his family. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, man? I'm just chilling, man. I'm glad baseball season's here. It's going to be a really good baseball season for baseball fans. A lot of good teams this year. I will say this right now. I think the San Diego Padres are far overrated, and I think it'll show by the end of the season. A lot of prima donnas on that team don't necessarily make a great team. The Dodgers, once again, appear to be having problems managing, but I think we'll get over it. As far as basketball season goes, I don't know if I can say I told you so, or I can say I don't believe it. The Lakers are in the seventh spot. And this is what I want to tell you guys for like 2 weeks now, or over a week now. All that shaming the Lakers and ridiculing the Lakers, all the blame on this player and that player, you know, all the negative press from not just real TV, but here on YouTube and kevmacvideos, live streams, you know, we had a lot of blaming on our team and teammates and our organization. And basically almost gave up on the Lakers, so to speak. Now take that and realize that we're only like a game behind the Clippers. We're only a game behind the Warriors. Can you imagine that? All this go Warriors, the Dubs, the Golden State, and you're just one game ahead of the low Lakers. Clipper fans were just going crazy bashing the Lakers, bashing us every chance they got. And what do they end up with? They end up with Russell Westbrook and a one-game lead over the Lakers. Imagine that. A terrible season for us is just as good as a good season for you guys. Imagine that shit. And we still got time to end up in the fifth spot. We still can move up 2 spots before the end of the season. Just imagine that shit, though, for real. Like I always tell you guys, in LA, we expect more from our teams. So here we are getting the worst out of our team, and they're still just as good as some of the other teams whose fans are so proud of their team, right? Marlon Guest, what up? Good looking out, bro. Appreciate you as always. Connect TV. Nobody wants to play the Lakers in the playoffs. Not right now. I'm going to tell you this. The Denver Nuggets, they don't look that great. However, with that said, the last couple games playing without the Joker, they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to play well without the Joker. So you still have to worry about Denver when the Joker comes back. But as long as you got Anthony Davis healthy or semi-healthy, He's a force to be reckoned with on defense, and he'll help get some of the putbacks that a lot of other teams around the league are getting. And so that'll help the Lakers come playoff time, that's for sure. The problem is, can Anthony Davis stay healthy? And with Russell, that helps on offense. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting playoffs and an interesting baseball season, you guys. Stan, what up, Stan? My condolences to Stan. His grandmother passed, so you guys might want to give words of encouragement to brother Stan while he's up in here. Skunk Dog, what up, Skunk Dog? Yes, Stan the man, absolutely the real Ram fan. Stan, I gotta holler at you too. I can holler at you online or offline, but I gotta holler at you about some of the Ram tickets this season. Just one game, no, just one game. Let's see, to build a super team to get to win the finals, who would you use, Kev? Well, I mean, I'm not going to bite off into the hypothetical. I mean, we already have teams set and ready to go into the playoffs. The season is just about over with, and it's time to show up. Austin Rivers deserves credit. Oh, yeah, I haven't seen that bum play since probably 3 months ago. Austin Rivers, really? Okay, cool, Austin Rivers. Shout out to Austin Rivers. I mean, does his dad deserve any credit? I mean, I think his dad is one of the most overrated coaches in the history of the NBA, to be honest. I mean, we give him a championship in Boston with a super team. All right, we'll give him that. But since then, man, he's been a disappointment wherever he go and whatever he do, right? And for you Embiid fans, didn't I tell you guys? I told you guys before it happened. Remember, I mean, you could go back on the live streams and check. Before all this Embiid news, man, I told you guys, man, that dude wasn't looking the same. He's not MVP caliber. Now he's crying that the fans expect too much out of him. He's crying that he hasn't won an MVP or finals. Check that out. Did I call that one? Not no, but hey. Yeah, that's. I feel kind of bad for Embiid because once you start talking about the mental aspect of these players, shit can get very dangerous. Because you just start talking about guys just losing family members, losing credibility, losing their desire to play ball, and hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that. Oh, Reeves. Okay, Reeves. Yeah, Reeves been doing good. Reeves is funny though. Like I told you guys before, Reeves need to get tested for drugs. Reeves just run around that court like a man. He's crazy, but he's been playing good. He's been playing good. I seen one game not too long ago where he actually was doing too much. He was over dribbling. He's getting to the basket and couldn't finish, making bad passes. But hey, even great players have a bad game every now and then. So yeah, shout out to Austin Reeves. Absolutely. Boss Claus, this is not the time for Clipper fans to be in here. Like I said, a good year for you guys turns out to be one game better than a terrible Lakers season. Imagine that. Kev, do you have a thought on the upcoming Ryan Garcia Tank Davis fight? No, you always ask me about boxing, and I usually don't have an opinion. But of course, I'm a ride with Tank Davis. Absolutely. And me and Keith, we text each other about Paul George. I haven't spoken to you guys about it, but it's another one I call. I told you about that bum Paul George. Man, he's been a curse to the Clippers organization. Paul George hasn't been anything since he broke his leg in Indiana. But you guys will talk about Anthony Davis. You guys will jump all over Anthony Davis for being soft and hurt and missing games. You guys won't give that same energy toward Paul George. You just won't do it. I don't know what it is. You guys do not shame Paul. You guys do not talk about Paul George like you do Anthony Davis. Come on, man. Crystal Brand, good looking out for posting my cash out. Detroit checking in. What up? I hope Chicago check in tonight. I really wasn't trying to focus on Chicago or the Black Pea Stones. I just couldn't help myself. In talking about T. Rodgers, those are the two things that really come to mind: Chicago and the Black Stones, BPS, the Jungle. So it was hard for me to just concentrate on T. Rodgers, but I think it's a good bio. I think you guys enjoy it. My only problem with doing a bio on T. Rodgers is the fact that so many people have already spoken on T. Rodgers. And because T. Rodgers was in the public eye for so long, doing interviews, movies, writing books and stuff like that, that I don't think he's as attractive as some of the other gang members that may be mythical to you. However, I think this is a job well done with the help of the research from SMAC and myself. I think I think it turns out pretty good, and we present a couple of facts that you guys may not know about. So again, when this is over, be sure to go to the Blue Channel and check out the T. Rodgers bio. I think it's pretty good. I think you guys will like it. Be sure to get active over there in the comment section. Be sure to share the video. Our numbers haven't been what they used to be. I think we got 350 on the Roscoe bio during the live. I think we should top that today, especially if Chicago checks in. Um, so yeah, I didn't want to do too much Jeff Fort, Harrison, Woodlawn area, South Side Chicago stuff because I'm not from Chicago and I don't have a firsthand knowledge of Chicago. Only the stuff that I researched and the clips that I found. But T. Rodgers, I actually knew T. Rodgers and spoke to T. Rodgers quite often over the years. And so that's a little more home for me. That's a little more personal, and I can engage a little bit, especially when it pertains to the gang banging in LA, the Black Stones, the City Stones, the Jungle Stones, the area of the jungle. I left some things out that can be covered later on, but you guys will decide whether you like it or not. I think it's pretty good, though. Tone Stone, why y'all six-pack man on? I missed that. Prince, all right. My homie, GD's, okay. Do another Hoover video. No, we're not doing no more Hoover videos, man. Ain't no more Hoover videos on this channel, bro. A lot of bad feedback, and they want their loved ones to rest in peace. They don't want old news or facts that they may not know to be facts out there. So we're not going to touch that. And I appreciate it if you're not asked about that anymore. How good Bo Jackson would have been in baseball? He would have been great. If you go back, you can Google it. You can look at it on YouTube. Bo Jackson was a beast from day one. Bo Jackson had an arm. He had enough speed to dig out infield singles, to turn singles into doubles and doubles into triples. He could get to balls that a lot of people in the Major League Baseball couldn't get to. And he had a few home run robberies. And he had power. He had multiple home run games in his brief career. So Bo Jackson would have been great, man. How great? He wouldn't be amongst probably the greatest baseball players that play the game. But I think he would have been Hall of Fame material. Bo Jackson was a beast. Crazy speed. Yeah, he had crazy speed without doubt. He could steal bases too. But his arm, man, his arm was incredible, man. Bo Jackson Man, Bo Jackson had an arm, man, out of this world, for real. Yeah, the NFL injury messed Bo up, man. Bo messed up. What BPS? Uh-oh, I missed that one. Austin, I missed that. What up, Kev and the Maniacs? It's been a minute. Much respect. David, what's up, man? Long time no see. Be sure to go over to the Blue Channel when this live is over and check out the premiere with T. Rodgers. And when he used to get angry and break the bat over his leg, man, he was strong. He had strength. Aztecs or Huskies? Ooh, that's a good one. UConn, man, UConn, without question, UConn. Somebody said that San Diego State would be there, remember? And I was like, well, good luck, because they had never been in the Elite Eight before. Man, once they crack that, man, San Diego State ain't to be stopped. But UConn is playing out of this world. UConn is overmatched against any opponent they've ran up against in the postseason. UConn are beasts. No, I don't remember the Bow Breaker cards. I just don't. No. Yeah, Bo Jackson did more than baseball and football. Just like your boy Herschel Walker, the Republican. He did a little more than football, bobsledding and some other things. Kev, what's the business? Business as usual. Get him jank. What up, homeboy? San Diego defense will win championships. I mean, defense wins championships, but I think they'll be. I don't think they can hang with UConn, man. UConn's a really, really good basketball team if you haven't watched them. San Diego State is great on defense. Defense has been winning them games, man. Last game they won was crazy, man. I mean, that was an awesome finish for San Diego State, man. Great drive and score. But as a critic, I can really say that San Diego State shouldn't have won that game. Honestly, they should not have won the game. Depending on how you look at it, is the glass half full or half empty? They should have won because how great they played on defense in the clutch at the end of the game. They shouldn't have won that game because the opposing coach would not call timeout. He let San Diego State go on 2 runs where he did not call timeout. He did not get his team together. His team was obviously in a meltdown. He did nothing to stop that meltdown. He saved his timeouts to the very end of the game, which it was too late. It's too late by then. You're using timeouts on an inbound pass now, back-to-back timeouts because your team is tired. You could have stopped them from being so tired by calling timeout early on. Your team played terrible basketball for 8 minutes, and you just sat there and watched them. Now, with that said, this is why I always say they need to give more black men a chance at basketball. And I hate the fact that I'm not in a position to be a basketball, baseball, or football coach on a collegiate or professional level. Because these are simple mistakes that these coaches make time and time again that I would not make. Can I say for sure I would be a better coach or a more successful coach? No, I cannot say that. I could be a failure at coaching on a collegiate or professional level. But could I do some things differently that I think would benefit not only these kids and adults, but these teams and organizations? I definitely think I could do things different because I think they lack common sense. I think they get caught up in their own egos and get caught up in the game to where they lack common sense, bro. You know, I was telling this one white guy that I ran across in a casino. is if I was a coach, right? If I had my own team, I would tell my assistant coaches, because that's what they are. They are assistant coaches, which means they assist in coaching. I would tell my assistant coaches, hey, check this out. If at any point in this game where you feel like I am not coaching right, or I do not do anything to help make my team better or put my team in a position to win this game, come tap me on my shoulder. Come holler at me. Come slap me on my neck and remind me that we need a timeout right now. Remind me that I need to give a speech to my team right now or draw up a play. I'm not going to just sit here and let my team go cold for 8 minutes and not do nothing. And as assistant coaches, I'm not going to let you guys sit by idly and not remind me that this is a big game. This is the Final Four, and we need to get to the championship. A simple timeout could have changed the difference in that ball game. But it is what it is. San Diego State played good all year, all season, particularly in March Madness. So they where they deserve to be. Take nothing away from them. Great team, great defense. However, I'm going to stick to what I said. I think UConn beats them, and I don't think they beat them by 1 or 2 possessions. I think they beat them by at least a 3-possession basketball game. Jerome Wallace, what up, homeboy? I mean, you say what you want to say, man. I mean, I'm not going to argue with the king, man. Like all good things, once money get involved, it takes the fun out. Well, I personally, and I could be wrong, I personally don't think that last game had anything to do with money. I think it was just poor coaching, poor decision making, or lack of making a decision. Your players get tired, man. You playing a 7, 8 man rotation, and they in a tough, tight game, in the biggest game of their lives. You tend to get tired, man. And it's up to the coach to have a better rotation or to stop the onslaught of the opposing team. Florida Atlantic is one speaking of. UConn started the season 14-0. They showed their greatness early on, but in conference, they faltered. Yeah, but they didn't falter. They didn't falter in March Madness, though. Like I said, San Diego State played good all year. I watched them all season. They've been good all season, particularly on defense. Their offense is a question mark at times, but the defense is so great that usually it balances out. If you're just tuning in, I want to remind you guys or let you guys know that on the Blue Channel, as soon as this live is over, we'll be airing a premiere on T. Rodgers, Black Peastone. Where is Lamar Jackson going to be? Well, he was about to be on the New England Patriots until an expatriate got in his feelings and started going off on Belichick and smutting Belichick and trying to deter Lamar Jackson from going to New England. Big Lee, what up, man? Big Lee, man. UConn is balling on, boy. What up, Kev Mac? UConn shouldn't have a problem. They're too big. Yeah, they're big and skilled as well. But the good thing about San Diego State, they have played 2 or 3 teams with good defense, man. Alabama being one, Florida Atlantic being another, and another one slips my mind. But yeah, man, UConn haven't been having no problems with nobody, bro. As far as women's college basketball, I hope some of you women have been checking them out. There's some good women college games. Shout out to Don Staley. I'm sorry that your team lost, and you just got outplayed by Iowa. Of course, I knew Iowa would have a big letdown after beating South Carolina. LSU just balled their ass off. LSU was another good team in women's college basketball. kevmacvideos Blue Channel, T. Rodgers, immediately following this live. Please tune in. Please tune in and support. Please share it with a friend, especially if you have friends in Chicago. That game last night was everything. I'm sure you're not talking about the Lakers because that game meant a lot to the Lakers last night. Can I get an amen? Keep close. Mac, you should get podcast, satellite radio. You got talent. It's cool, but man, I just really don't have the time to be doing all these different programs and stuff. I would need a manager, an agent, and everything set up for me to where I just walk in and go to work and then walk right out, right? Like maybe y'all can smoke some weed while I eat some Rice Krispie treats or some shit, eat some turtles. I need somebody to make some good fruit punch too, man, with a lot of sugar in it. Not too much sugar, but sugar. Otherwise, man, I'm not thinking about no podcast, man. I really don't. I'm not up for it. It would be cool, but I ain't up for it. Shit. KMV history on the Blue Channel. Yeah, there's a little history involved in that video too, young Tiny, now that you say it. I put some history tidbits in there. There's some things I left out because of my memory. But I put a few history gems up in there. I know Crystal's always talking about gems. For the life of me, though, Crystal, I can't understand why you said I was dropping gems on the April Fool's joke. I'm like, damn, what gem did I drop on April Fool's Day? Like, Crystal, do you understand that shit was all made up? That shit was all a joke? See, like, he dropping history gems today. I'm like, Crystal, do you know that shit wasn't real? I fooled a lot of people if you read the comment section. A lot of people got fooled. Some sooner than others, but some made it all the way to the Quran Bloods. They was like, man, I believed all of that until you said Quran Blood. Somebody said until you said the Bible Crips and Quran Blood. I'm like, see, you don't even know there was Bible Crips. Nigga, the Bible Crips was true. It was the Quran Bloods that wasn't true. But yeah. That was April Fool's, starting to kick off April in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? Baseball is here. Basketball playoffs is getting ready to start. March Madness championship is here. And so I just wanted to have some fun, man. Haven't been putting up no content. I said, hey, let me get this Blue Channel cracking while I still try to get the Black Channel cracking. So I came with that. You know what I mean? On time, right? Right on time. Next, there was gonna be kosher serrano. Hey, Adam G, what up? Robert Richards, what up, homeboy? Blue Shoes, Mac, word up. What up, though? Nothing, man. Just chilling, just getting ready for this T. Rodgers bio. That's all, man. And maybe I'll put a video up tomorrow on the Black Channel, another story. I told you guys, I may not have a whole bunch of bang bang, shoot 'em up, mass murder, blow your head off type of stories to give y'all, but I got a whole bunch of I almost got shot videos. Like I could do them. I could probably give you 25 or 30 more of I almost got shot videos. I've been fortunate. When you look back on my life, I've been fortunate. I lived a dangerous life. For somebody that never actually been shot or stabbed, I lived a dangerous life when I look back on. Coach Kev, what it look like? What up, man? What up? How many people out there want to get the the gambling part of the channel back up? How many people ready to participate in some baseball? I know OG Steve and Big Lee are. Anybody else? I'm sure Stan will check back in. But yeah, it's baseball season. It's time for y'all breadwinners to get some bread, man. All right, Robert Lee, go ahead and sign up, man. Sign up. Matter of fact, I got to check because Skunk Dog mentioned that it may have got no, it couldn't have got discontinued because OG Steve and Big Lee still on deck. So it was just your ATM card. It was your debit card, Skunk Dog. It wasn't the channel. So I guess I'll go ahead and get that cracking for y'all this week, man. Before the meet and greet. Maybe the meet and greet we could sit and watch some games and find you guys some winners so y'all can make some money to fund your trip to Vegas, right? You love some picks for sure. You got to go ahead and sign up, man. Sign up for the subscription on this channel right here, and I'll get working on that. I guess tomorrow I'll get working on that for y'all, man. Who made your clothing? Several people have made my clothing over the years. All respect to my brother Skunky Dog. Give me some info. Give you what? Give you some teaser info and a good 5-leg parlay. Teaser. So you talking about NBA? Parlay, give you some baseball, man. Big Kev, Big Kev. Good stuff, okay. I like that. Yeah, absolutely. Robert Lee, how you been, bro? Asiatic Supreme, Michelle. What's up, Michelle? Michelle, you gonna hang out with us or not? Lakers, 7th seed, yes, sir. Yeah, Lakers in the 7th seed. I still think we got action at the 5th seed, though. 6 for the set, but we got action at the 5 or 6 seed, bro. Like, we don't want to settle at that 7th spot, right? If that's what it takes, fine. But we're trying to get to that 5 or 6 seed, bro. Can you give me the info on how to start my clothing line? I mean, shit. Google, go to Google, click in clothing line, man. Let me see. Click in Rush Order Tees and go from there, man. I mean, you got it. You got to come up with your own designs and logos and all that stuff, man. And then you just find a website that you want to print your stuff out and you upload that stuff. It's real simple. Depending on how much you get, the price change, man. If you order a whole lot of clothing, the price will be cheaper. If you just order a few, like a dozen or two or 3 dozen, prices will be too high if you got an audience that's not going to pay big money. So um, be careful of that. Then if you just want your merchandise for advertisement, you can use some cheaper brands to get your information out there. But if you're trying to make money, of course, you have to have a nice brand and it has to be pricey in order to make a profit. But if you know somebody, obviously you don't. If you know somebody with a print shop, I mean, you can win that way, especially if it's local. Lakers gonna sneak into the 6th spot, 6 for the set. I'm telling you, man, that 5 or 6 seed would be good for the Lakers on a bad season, on a terrible season, right? A season where your two stars been hurt all season. A season where you just tore the team up and got rid of one of your highest paid players in Westbrook. Went back and got a guy you guys didn't want because he was a snitch. I mean, I'm just saying. Michelle, Mac, I can't make it to the meet and greet. Don't trip. There's a whole bunch of y'all pretty women up in here that can't make it. I think you guys are too pretty to make it. I think pretty women don't know how to buy plane tickets, or pretty women don't like to meet up with casual men or something. I don't don't know what it is. Westbrook balling now. Westbrook has had some good games with the Clippers. He still needs to be drug tested as well because he's still doing some crazy. I've seen Westbrook, and you guys might have seen it too, go for a layup like 2 games ago, and he went behind the backboard. This fool passed up the rim and went behind the backboard and throws the ball up and hits the bottom of the backboard. Westbrook, what are you doing, dude? You was one of the premier players in the NBA a few years ago with hops. Man, I seen Westbrook last game. Was it last game? No, it had to be maybe the game before. This fool Westbrook comes down court. He takes off. You know he still got speed. Westbrook takes off. He passes up everybody. He has a cool layup right there. Oh, it looked like he's going to pass to the corner and get the assists like Westbrook does so great. And a fool does a reverse layup to the other team. I'm like, Westbrook, what are you doing, fool? You worse than Kevmac when I was in junior high school, man. Like, nigga, what are you doing? You got to stop that, homie. You out there looking like Richard Pryor. I'm like, man, I don't know. So, yeah, he could still put up 20-something. He might get 10 assists and 10 rebounds every now and again. But, fool, do you see some of the plays this dude makes during the course of a basketball game? I just don't get it, homie. I don't get it, but, hey, I've been a Westbrook fan all the way up into this season or last season, man. I can't do it no more, man. I cannot pull for Russell Westbrook anymore. But he's still cool, man. I still like him, but he just ain't got the skills no more, man. At some point in everybody's professional career, there comes a downside. Like, you can't stay at your peak forever. Damn, Kev where you been at? I've been in Brick City, homeboy. I've been in a break. Or I've just been around some bricks. They're doing a lot of building in Nevada. So. Matter of fact, that's a good title for Russell Westbrook, man. Brick City. Anybody watching Brick City tonight? Let's see. He's still a walking double-double. Yeah, like I said, he could still get a triple-double every now and again. Yeah, he could pull off a double-double. But don't nobody pass to the open man and get the assist like Kyrie Irving. Let me tell you guys this. I think I told you guys, but I'm not sure. I know I told Big Lee. I think I told a couple people, but if I didn't tell y'all, I'm going to tell you again. If I didn't tell you, how could I tell you again? If I didn't tell you, I'm going to tell you now, right? I was watching a game with the Mavericks. It's been a while now. Probably several games ago. And Kyrie Irving was dishing the ball like I never seen before, like perfect passes. And the Mavericks was missing and missing and missing and missing and missing. Kyrie had like 5 assists. They blew at least 12 assists, and I'm not just throwing this number out there. At one point, I was counting. They blew 12 assists. Kyrie, being the man that Kyrie is right now, he wasn't upset at his players. He didn't show any open expressions of displeasure at his teammates, but I did. I felt it for him. I felt him and I felt it for him. Kyrie got to get the hell up out of Dallas. It's no way a guy can be so unselfish and make so many great passes to open players, mind you, and they blow his assist. Kyrie got to get the hell up out of Dallas, man. I'm not saying this for Kev. I'm not saying this for the viewers that's watching right now. I'm saying this for Kyrie Irving. That's going to drive that dude crazy, man. he's gonna hold in that anger for so long, he's gonna end up killing somebody if he don't get the hell up out of Dallas. So be watching for Kyrie to be asking to get up out of Dallas as soon as he can get up out of there. Wait a minute. I see a Crip joke. LeBron is a member of the Crown Crips. Now, KP, that is not nice, homie. That's not nice. Man, look, that might be an understatement that he's too much for Dallas. Cause see, I thought the problem would be, remember, you guys, I thought there wasn't enough basketballs for him and Luka. Remember, I said that before they played together. Well, even announcers was the last Dallas Mavericks game I watched, what I think wasn't the last game, but the game before. It could have been the last game. Kyrie's being too unselfish. Like he knows and he understands that Luka's the man. He understands that's Luka's team. So Kyrie keeps giving the ball up. Kyrie is trying to please Luka. Kyrie's not being Kyrie. Kyrie's not hot dog, and he's not being selfish, and he's not trying to take over the team or the organization. So he's dishing the ball off probably a little more than he would like or a little more than usual. So now you figure Dallas is not looking that great. Dallas might not even make the playoffs. You hear me? I want you guys to understand that all this Kyrie talk and how Kyrie should be upset with Dallas, Dallas may not make the playoffs. Dallas is in a position that the Lakers have been in all season, which is not good. So him understanding this Lucas team and him seeing that they blew at least 12 assists through the first 2.5 quarters, Kyrie's a smart guy. Kyrie has to understand that the Dallas Mavericks is not the team for him. Whatever he was thinking and going there, remember, he wanted to win a championship. Well, that's not going to happen in Dallas, homie. Not this season. So now that you know you're not going to win a championship in Dallas, and now when reality sits in that you may not even be in the postseason, and the team that you look past, the team that everybody ridiculed and don't want to play with LeBron is going to be in the playoffs, it's time to look in the mirror and look at that team and understand you need to move on. You need to go ahead and admit you're just a traveling player at this point. You got to go, homie. Because you're just too good for that organization right now. Aaron Rodgers going to the Jersey Jets. That's a good place for him. I don't know that he'll be successful, but they'll get some wins. They'll definitely win some good games. 10, 11 games. Probably go right out in the playoffs. Probably. That's a good joke, man. The Dallas Mavericks can't be LSU Lady Tigers right now. That's kind of funny, man. What you say, Keith Claus? Philosophy. What KMV? Damn, Kev. I've been away for a minute and you pulled my wrench. Oh, well, you've been away for a minute. Think about that. You've been away for a minute. Now, your wrench didn't get pulled because you've been away. It's just you've been away for a minute. So you missed a whole lot on me. You missed a lot about these moderators blocking people and banning people. And you missed the whole conversation about an ex-moderator sabotaged the channel, banned OG Steve, the greatest, one of the greatest, top 3 supporters of kevmacvideos. And that just wasn't cool. Like, now you're taking your personal feelings and you're trying to stop the growth of kevmacvideos and the the patronizing, the donations. So yeah, man, I had to tighten up a little bit. You know what I mean? And since I've tightened up, this needs to be said. I hadn't had one single issue, not one. So no matter how cool you are, no matter how much I like you, no matter how much you text me on Instagram or we text on the phone, no matter how cool you are and honest you are, whoever you may be that's no longer holding the wrench, the ones that are holding the wrench have been phenomenal. I haven't had one incident. Not one. Not one incident. So those that's moderating right now, that's a good group of moderators. So, get out your feelings. Don't take it personal. It's for the betterment of the channel. Asiatic Supreme. Big shout outs and much respect to OG Steve. Same to you, Crystal, for holding it down. Mac, when's the meet and greet? Well, people are pouring in Friday. I guess we'll hang out all Saturday. And then I guess it's officially over Sunday morning after breakfast, I guess. So really, really, truthfully, Saturday would be the day. But Friday night, I'm going to be on deck Friday night. We'll have some drinks. I know Kenya Ware will be with me. We'll be having drinks. Shaniqua will be there having drinks. So, yeah, we're going to turn up. We don't have no itinerary. We don't have no fun and no games, no awards or none of that. But, yeah, we'll meet and get drunk and have a good night. Oh, you didn't know why your wrench was taken, man. You know you good with me. You good with me in real life. So they ain't got nothing. Man, come on, man. Like I said, y'all, don't get in your feelings. It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? I got love for a lot of y'all. I know some of y'all off of this YouTube shit. So, yeah, nothing personal. But look, we got to get ready for the Blue Channel on this T. Rodgers premiere. We'll be counting down shortly. Can't wait for the T. Rodgers hit. Oh, absolutely, man. I think it's pretty good. You'll have to be the judge of that yourself. But I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I know Stutterbox. Yeah, I know him. And I ran across Stutterbox from other sets as well. It can say that no more moderators, at least for a while. And jealous moderators get no love. I couldn't have said it no better than myself, Austin, Texas. Shout out Chicago, birthplace of T. Rodgers. Where can I find the location? LA meet and greet? No, it's not in LA, man. It's in Nevada, homie. It's in Nevada. That information was given out some months back. Didn't talk about it much, so not too many unwanted people could show up. So it is what it is. You guys that are real Machians and maniacs, you know what's up, you know where it's at, and the date and the time. So the blind Stutterbox, I'm talking about, yeah, I know the blind Stutterbox. We got an interview. I got to interview a Stutterbox on our channel. All you got to do, man, go to YouTube search or Google kevmacvideos and Stutterbox, or do kevmacvideos and Pueblo Bishops, my brother. Absolutely, you can, Deuce the Factor. Absolutely, hit me up. Do you know Slugger or Baby Slugger? He should be about 51 or 52. Yeah, haven't seen none of the Sluggers in a lot of years. But I'm out of here, y'all, man. Thanks for checking in. I want you guys to go over to the Blue Channel, man. Let's turn up. Let's get them numbers up there, man. 5 times for T. Rodgers. We got to have at least 500 up in there for T. Rodgers. I'm out of here, y'all. Salute. Peace.